First of all, I'm going to start off by saying happy first day of spring. Here in southern Alberta, it's a gorgeous morning. The sun is shining, the grass is shooting out of the brown. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day and I'm really happy to see spring here. We've been talking about these urns and they're ready to go. I finished the sculpting. I thought they kind of stylized the sweetgrass hills a bit. I thought they turned out kind of cool. But anyway, I made all these lids. I ended up making 7 lids for the 5 pots. We played a little bit of musical lids, and I like this shape under that shape. And they, as I said, they're all about the same size, so we can arrange them the way we like. But now I have the 5 lids, and I got these 2 left over. They can just sit in the studio. I can do radio. I could join Monty Python for a quest. Anyway, all us old potters will know what that means, but they can hang around and wait for another urn another day. We're going to get these loaded today, and I always sign, as I mentioned before, sign them when they are dry. And this one is close to dry. I'm going to sponge it up. It's a good time to make sure there are no messy bits. One more chance to make it tidy before all those messy bits are written in stone. And these are a bit wet, and I'm going to push them through because I want this urn done for Wednesday. And I was talking to the Tuesday night ladies about pushing the pots, and I could see the one lady go, I don't understand pushing them. What pushing them means is I'm going to put them through the process much more quickly than they should go. These are going in the kiln today, and you can see that they're still wet. This bowl is quite wet. And in order to get it through the kiln so it doesn't blow up, there are a few tricks. If you put it in and fire damp pots, normally they will blow. Water has an expansion rate of about 1 to 1600, meaning when it goes from water to steam, it's 1600 times bigger than it was before it went. And if it does that quickly, it can be rather dramatic. What we're going to do with these is to make sure they don't blow up, is they're going to be fired on chips. I rolled out a slab of clay, and then I just cut it in little squares. I have a stick, I went this way and that way, and I bisque them in each pot. Each one of these pots will sit on these chips on the kiln shelf. And these urns will be fired without a lid. And now the steam can go out of the urn. It has somewhere to go. It also has somewhere to go on the bottom. It has somewhere to go out. And these will all be elevated, and they will sit on low or below boiling for about 12 hours. We'll get this kiln on in an hour, for sure. And we'll get after it sits on, we'll get it on about noon, and then midnight it will finally kick into its firing process, but it'll sit down here and just chill. Anyway, so that's what's going to happen today. Yesterday, as I told you, I took this potter hat off and put my clay teacher hat on, and we went upstairs and we started shooting clay teacher videos. We've received a lot of questions over the years of putting out our air dry projects. So we want to explain to everybody what it is, how to do it, and make sure everyone can have workshops anywhere, anytime they like. However, when we went upstairs and worked on video, we learned what not to do. We worked for about 5 hours and we got a whole bunch of knowledge, but not a lot of video that's ready for prime time. So now we know what not to do. We'll get those out by the end of, by Friday. I'll come back on Sunday and glaze these. Today is Friday. We have the kids. The kids will leave at 3, and then we're going to take Harvey, the unreliable studio dog who's now at home, out for a walk, and I can say walk because he's not here. We're going to enjoy this great spring day. Tomorrow is yard work day. We're not coming in on Saturday. But anyway, I'm rambling, and I should be signing pots. But by the end of the day, it'll be a day. We have been doing air dry workshops for a couple of years now, and we do, not for a couple, for a number. Trays. There is no reason to go to a craft store and buy the really expensive, what they call air dry clay. If this is clay that's dried in the air, it's air dried. Let's try that again. When you go to your supplier and you tell them what you're going to do with the clay, they just might tell you you can't do that. You can just smile sweetly at your supplier and say thank you and go home and do what you like. There is no reason to go to There's no reason to go to a craft store and pay a lot of money for what they call air dry clay when you can just use mud. Clay is cheap like dirt for some reason. You can use it often, you can use it daily, you can make every day clay day. I won't mention that because they'll do cloths and they'll rot and they'll sue. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We have our supplies ready. Okay, we're going to clap. Didn't smile at the end.